The Rusty Report, we have broken the news once again. Good morning. PetroArc, where's my coffee? Stop pissing your pants and get it together, man. Yes, it is early, but, and it's a gigantic but, we are on high alert for release of the Mueller report. The White House is braced. They are braced. Don't tell me what it's like. I am so braced. In fact, my parents had braces wired into my head when I was a kid, and it was expensive, needless pain. Now you just Invisalign. What the hell? Why was I forced to wear metal and wires and headgear? Well, I am better for it. It prepared me for being tortured and bloodied by the Austin police, but I digress. The Mueller report, when will it drop? We are all on pins and needles. No wonder we have an opioid heroin addiction. People, they need to quit needling us. I don't like being on pins either. It's an old Hindu trick and it doesn't hurt, but it releases emotions I thought I had dealt with years ago, and I become a weepy mess. We wait with bated breath. You will know when the sweet green smoke finally issues from a tiny chimney on top of the federal building. They are done. What else? Comey wrote an op-ed calling on people to rise above tribalism. Is he an idiot? The tribes will kill you for saying less than that. There is no turning back. You can be the red tribe or the blue tribe, or you can be independent of all that yellow. Like me, Rusty T, and join the yellow party, the party of sunshine, guilt-free Chick-fil-A, and a front row seat to watch the 2020 Civil War. Okay. A lot more dirt is surfacing on Jared Kushner's angelic face with a light makeup base. Ha-ha, yes. Purse lady's husband turns out, instead of brokering a Mideast peace deal as he prances around claiming, he has been secretly meeting with Saudis outside the confines of the U.S. Embassy, offering them nuclear technology. Right now, all the Saudis have all these bone saws for sawing tree limbs and whatnot, so this would be a huge, huge step up for Jared to give them nukes. That is what he's been doing so he can get himself out from under this horrible, beastly 666 Park Avenue deal. We got a guy the Saudis bailed on, now giving them nuclear secrets. Hey, MSB, what up? I got some nuclear secrets so we can take the VIG off the 666 debt. Let's do lunch. He got played. With his top-level clearance, he scammed this 25-year-old emo Israeli kid, just saying, making nuclear deals with Saudi Arabians, same people who perpetrated 9/11. Nothing to see here, people. Moving on. I mean, that alone, but moving on. Rusty T. A special blend of fungoid lemonade tea in the best sense of the words, the ancient knowledge of cow poop, available to all for their own awakening. It is self-evident upon the partaking, but that threshold must be breached, and yet each in their own time. Rusty T, things will be much easier after you gain understanding, so grok the rusty bach. Anywho, what else? Beto! Full disclosure, I donated $50 to Beto the first day, part of his record $6.1 million haul. Yes! If it were not for me, Rusty T, Beto will only have gotten $6,099,950. So I feel that I helped. I'm all in, people. I am biased as shit. But I also call them as I see them, and he is slowing down to Iowa speed. You got to see this guy in action is all I can say. He had a rally with Willie Nelson down the street last year, and you could smoke weed or whatever. Beto! If Ted Cruz had not cheated, Beto would have won. I will get into that Texas debacle at a later date. What else? Individual 1 said he was going to drain the swamp. Well, he did drain the swamp, and he built a golf course there with Russian oligarch money. Look it up. The point is, the 25th Amendment is so easy. Come on, cabinet members, sign a piece of paper or send out a tweet, and we'll first get a straight jacket or a gay jacket or whatever, and boom, we'll deal with the next victim somehow. He will have to go as well, so we get President Pelosi for a while. That would be fun for a while, for sure. She will do until Beto takes the reins in 2020, Beto. It is impossible to explain Beto. The media is embarrassing themselves with this whole thing. You must simply experience Beto. We have plenty of time and we have some fun debates coming up, but you will see what I'm talking about. He brings a new paradigm, similar to the yellow party ethic of floating above the red-blue divide. It is such a beautiful place to be. Rusty tea. Calm our nerves during the upcoming election shenanigans with rusty tea. A delicious blend of Fredericksburg lemonade and Texas sun tea with a dash of tahini fungus. Oh, I've said too much. Ancient Chinese Shackelford recipe secret from my grandmother's shisha. So I've been on vacay for a few days now from my CPAP cleaner business, where I go to your house to clean your so clean CPAP cleaner. But my CPAP cleaner van pump, the big pump, is all gunked up and clogged with CPAP bacteria. And I had to literally dredge it out by hand and suck a bunch of it back up the hose with my mouth. And spit it out on the curb, but now it's working again. Anyway, what else? They have just come up with a new postpartum depression drug that works, but it costs $34,000. Now I'm fucking depressed just thinking about it. What do they have for that? I got more on how Trump screwed up Bon Jovi's chance to own the Buffalo Bills. John Bon Jovi says he was completely heartbroken when he lost and he had to go to therapy for years. He had planned on going full-time into football ownership and keeping music as a side hobby, he says. But he blames Trump, individual 1, Mr. Brexit, for starting a campaign against Bon Jovi based on the lie that he would move the team from Buffalo to New Jersey. He paid this company to put up these Bon Jovi free zone posters everywhere in bars and hotels where they wouldn't play Bon Jovi's music because he wanted to take the Bills out of Buffalo. The whole entire thing made up by Trump. Bon Jovi and his investment group, 12th Man Thunder, love that name, were specifically buying the Bills to keep them in Buffalo. Well, neither one got the team. It was Buffalo Sabres owners Terry and Kim Pegula who submitted a $1.4 billion bid, and that was it. Ha ha. So they own the Bills, not John Bon Jovi, not individual 1's family, not Bon Jovi's band. Seriously, though, why not try to buy the Cowboys, Bon Jovi? It makes more sense. Jimmy Carter just hit 94 years plus, and he is now officially the oldest living person who was ever president ever. And he's still going. I was alive when he was president. I was in college, and he was a naval submarine commander and a nuclear physicist, but the Republicans at the time called him a stupid peanut farmer and bullied him with Ronald Reagan, so he was a one-termer, but he's been the coolest ex-president. He just goes around building houses for poor people like Jesus. Seriously, Jimmy Carter, or JC as I call him, was this humble guy who got mocked unmercifully by the same kind of unrelenting hatred you see today. Oh, we were lucky to have Jimmy Carter. Congratulations. And I have an idea. How about a Beto Carter ticket? Okay, this is outside the box, but hold on. It doesn't matter how old the vice president is. You can just pick another one if he gives out. But meanwhile, we get their extra wisdom and maybe just a touch of senility. Beto, Frank O'Rourke, and Jimmy Carter will straighten this shit out. They get shit done for real. Or Beto could pick Stacey Abrams, but he better do it before Biden. Hold on, ladies. Why aren't we talking about Stacey Abrams running for the big cheese? Fuck the vice thing. Stacey for president. What else? Jay Leno is doing LifeLock commercials. Now, why does that not make me feel safe? Why do I now feel like Doritos has my personal information? Seriously. Is Jay running out of money? I know he spends a lot on gas. Somebody help him. Anybody? Is he okay? T-Sean. Boeing, it turns out they had an option you could buy that would have kept the airplanes from crashing. And the planes that crashed were ones where the airlines had not opted to pay extra for these extras that it turned out were necessary to keep the planes from crashing. So Boeing, I hope their stock keeps crashing. Cheaters with airplanes, it's too scary. I can't take it anymore.